One of these pieces I found the other day, and I thought, boy, that sure does look like banded iron. When I brought her home, I cut her open, and sure enough, I don't know if the camera's been able to pick this up or not, but you can see maybe you can't. Let me, I tried to bring it outside, that didn't work, but you can see this banded iron. Nice looking piece. So that would lead me, whoops, sorry, blurring this. So that would lead me to believe that that giant piece down there is definitely banded iron, but I can't cut it because I don't have anything big enough to fit it in yet. So someday, but yeah, nice piece of banded iron. Okay, here's another little piece I cut, thinking maybe it was going to be banded iron. And no, I don't. It had more of a quartzy look to it, but definitely not iron. Now, this is that big piece of, not big, but nice sized piece of speckled jasper. And this turned out to be, well, you guessed it, ironstone. Not a lot of iron in it, but definitely some. You can see the speckle, that speckled pattern. Now here's a piece of, I don't know exactly what this is, some kind of conglomerate. There's a lot of it around, so I cut it open just to see, and you can see the fine grain. In between the big chunks. Pretty cool looking. Hey guys, new day. This is I figured I was out here yesterday, this new spot. I figured I'd come out here again today because I only made it like 25 feet down there. Oh, mosquitoes. I didn't bring bug spray today, duh. So I figured I'd come back out again and look for some more rocks and see what I find. So let's just see what I find. There's a big old piece of iron stained quartz. Stuff is, where my son's at, pretty translucent. It looks orange red, but just iron stained. So I put a couple in the bag already. I just seen listen, I threw off this big rock, and you can see this little guy down here. Just a small one, but some beautiful color. Nice. Okay, I just lifted off a big rock, and I know I'm standing in my shadow here, but look at that beauty. Pretty rough looking. Pretty crazy. Sorry I didn't do a lot of filming here, but the mosquitoes are so freaking bad. All you would see is me screaming and flailing around like a madman. Here's a little sunny spot I got here where they're not so bad, and it's a little breezy here, so I can film this rock. But yeah, don't forget the bug spray, man. Holy crap, is it bad out here. But yeah, nice piece. I can almost see some definitely some plume going on in there. Little crystal vog in there. Nice. We'll keep that one. Okay, I dug down where I just found that really red one, and right underneath it is this guy. Yeah, kind of hard to tell. She's a pretty worn tater. Boy, that does just look, you know, you can see some pretty smooth. I'm not seeing, is that a pattern there or not? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, right? Yeah, I think there is. Yeah, that'll be a maybe. But right under that, I can see, ouch, ouch, ouch. I can see that one. Let's see if I get that out of there. Ooh, creepy. This is a, no, this is just one of the layered kind. That's going to be a no. Okay, well, those two anyhow, right? Hey guys, Wisconsin Rock Sucker here. Hey, so I got this tip from this farmer. He says, hey, there's a little tiny pile out in the middle of this field, and it's got, you can find it by all the trees and shrubs that are growing around it. He said it's an old rock pile. He's never looked at it, but it's been here for years or whatever, so I figured I'd come over here and just take a look at it, quick look at it, and we switch around here. And I've already filled a couple bags, but man, the taters are just, are like, boy, everywhere in this little tiny little, there's a monster right there, right? So, like I say, so the taters are just loaded in here, so I'm gonna stay here for a while and load up some bags and show you what I found. Okay guys, here's today's tater haul. You can see found lots and lots. And if you get a size reference for some of these are some monster taters. Monsters. See, seem to be some pretty good looking patterns, nice colors, some reds in there, some golds in there, some unknown. There's definitely an unknown, so I'll get these sprayed off and then see if any of them are worth giving a second look. I just kind of sprayed them off, got them wet, show a little bit better the color. I also wanted to add, if you find yourself looking in these places that I look, just remember in this particular place there was a lot of broken glass. They must have been throwing bottles and stuff in there for years too. So when I was digging through there, I ran into a lot, I mean a lot of broken glass. So be very careful. You know, even if you're wearing gloves, that glass that'll cut you quicker than you can blink your eyes. So just be wary of it. Always be careful out there. Okay, I got that all washed off. These are some of the big conglomerates. You know, they're pretty cool. They look a lot better when you chop them up. So I won't show these specifically. These were some smaller stuff. We call these shippers. Small stuff. There's some pretty, you know, little tiny jaspers. They're small, but you know, you can't pass them up, right? Some of them even got some old, let's see if we can focus here, some old crystal vogs in there. Oh, right there's a real good one. Let me back this out. You can see that crazy crystal pocket in there. Ouch, I got a mosquito biting me, sorry. Goes around like the whole entire thing was a big giant crystal pocket. Got a little layering going in there. There's another one, probably opens up right in here, a little crystal thing there too. So like I say, those are shippers, and then I still got this big monster soaking, and like I say, this is definitely sorry. This is like I say, this is Wisconsin crazy lace here. You see some of these crazy patterns on this thing. That's that gold banding stuff, pluming. Real heavy iron stained on this side. Real bright red. And then this is a bucket of the ones I will go through. But, you know, so when they're dry here, where are we at? You can see that it's not completely dry, it's still pretty wet in there, but you can just see that big crystally druzy pocket in there. Don't even know what that is. Some bright purples there. Beast. So I got a whole 5-gallon pail. Actually, it's bigger. It's like a tall, extra tall 5-gallon pail. So ones I will show you pictures of. So stay tuned. Okay, taking a better look at some of these. I'm in the garage with the garage light on, so I don't know if they're bright enough or whatever to get any good lighting to it. But it's not sunny out today, so this is what we got. You can definitely see there's some kind of layering going on in that one. This one's a conglomerate. You can see the small stones in there, but you can still see some banding. Some banding inside of there. It's a good look at the conglomerate look to it. These always look really good cut open. Okay, now this one, pretty tater looking, but you can see right along the top there seems to be some good banding to give you a hint that this might have something on the inside. So we'll have to cut her. This one I couldn't get cleaned out real well, but you can definitely see that crystal rod going in there. This must have been a pretty big, you know, I easily fit my thumb, and so I'm zoomed in pretty good there. Let me back out a little bit. So this is pretty big hole, and it was just all crystals. And this is that other one with the big crystal pocket in there. Goes way down inside. This is a pretty hefty rock. This one's dry, and you can see the smooth texture on it. It's got some pretty good color. Pretty heavy. Now obviously this one you can see this guy has been sitting on top of the pile for, geez, I don't know. Who knows, 50, 60 years maybe longer. Don't really know. You can kind of see something going on there. And when I flipped it over, of course, you can see it's got some pretty good, more of the conglomerate kind again, but she's got some pretty neat stuff going on in there. Definitely want to cut this open. Okay, here's another one. It's just all, zoom in a little bit on that. It's just the whole thing is just all Big giant crystal pocket. From one side reaching all the way over the other. And then on this side you can see definitely got a pattern going on in there. Like this was probably the center of the per se geode or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to call it there because too many people get butt hurt when I misdiagnose their precious rocks. So, but yeah, nice crystal pocket there. Okay, this one's tough to tell too, but look along the top there. There's this pink band going all the way across the top. And it's got some banding in here. I know it's really tough to tell. It's really weathered. Again, you can just see it crisscrossing there. So, now again, this is a monster here. But it's got good color to it. It's got some red, it's got some gold, but it also has this green, this dark green to it. It's got some white stuff on there, some white calcite. You can probably almost see some agate banding going on if you stay close enough and look at it, but we don't have the time for that. So definitely a nice cutter. Of course, here's the classic tater, but you can definitely see on this other side the center is filled with who knows. Alright, got to cut her open, but boy, definitely got some possibilities. Real glassy looking. Got some beautiful red on there. You can see how translucent that red is. Definitely a good cutter. Okay, here's just a little tiny piece of jasper, but that's some beautiful red. I don't know if the light in here is making up what it actually looks like, but this thing is super, super bright. Okay, now this one, again, just orange and red iron stain, but then on this side it's got this weird speckly, flowery pattern. Not sure what to make of that, but we'll cut her open and look. Okay, here's a big giant maroon colored one. I just sprayed it wet, but it did have a crystally area on it, and they actually look a little red. Those crystals look a little red, but most of it's kind of plain Janey, but you can see some banding if you look in here deep enough. I can't see around the camera right now, but there's some good banding, or layering I should say, hidden in here. Definitely intriguing to cut this open. Now this one again, just not really much. You can see the kind of conglomerate look to it. And then across the top here, going all the way across the top there, that's going to have that pink sneaky look to it. Definitely interesting, but this is real thin. And here's another one here. It's pretty plain, but you could see right there is a tiny little agate. I know it's tough to see. And then if you roll it over here, you can definitely see down in that little crevasse There's another little agate hiding in there. And that seems to have a real good, oops, sorry for moving around. That's got a good look to it. There's another one that's just a little biscuit, but you can see, oh, let me zoom out. You can definitely see something going on in here. I'm going to cut this. We would split this right down this way. Make some bookends with it. Again, big old ugly tater. And then on the bottom, he's definitely hiding something in there. We'll have to cut her open. Oh, here you look. This is a big conglomerate, but it's almost has banding, a banded conglomerate. Real cool looking colors. Got a lot of pinks and reds in there and oranges. Nice. Now here's one with this tiny little green agate on top. But on the bottom, when he flipped it over, got some real nice banding going on in there. Ooh, there's some glare there, right? Now this little tater, hard to tell on the outside, but if you look, what you have in here is two layers. And then in the middle, it's all filled in with this conglomerate thing, like I say. Then you got these two layers on top and bottom. It's like a sandwich. And in the middle is all this, you know, if it's just compacted sand crystals. Sandwiched in, let me zoom back out, sandwiched in this little layer. Nice.